Welcome to this week's edition of Jaguar News. I'm Mercy Mijares.
And I'm Christian Guzman. France has been a huge topic of conversation with news programs and social changes in the world. Here's Chris Reyes with more.
I think that all of us recognize that France is one of our oldest allies, our strongest allies. They have been with us at every moment when we've, from 9/11 on. I think reinforces once again why it's so important for us to stand in solidarity with them, just as they stand in solidarity with us.
On Wednesday morning, January 7th, 2015, two gunmen forced themselves into the headquarters of Charlie Hebdo, a French satirical magazine. The two gunmen opened fire on the staff, killing 12 people, which include Charlie Hebdo cartoonist and 2 police officers. The suspects were seen completely dressed in combat gear. Their tactics, their strategies, and use of weapons suggest that these are very well-trained individuals. The suspects were also seen yelling out Islamic celebratory phrases after they accomplished their goal. Charlie Hebdo is a satirical magazine that mocks politics and religion for comedic purposes protected under France's freedom of press. Charlie Hebdo has long been mocking important religious figures such as Islam's Muhammad. The satirical magazine has received many threats, but it continued to operate as normal. And on January 7th, 2015, Islamic terrorists retaliated and accomplished their goal of assassinating targeted Charlie Hebdo staff members. However, they did not accomplish their goal of silencing Charlie Hebdo. After the attacks in Paris, the entire country and world came together to protest against terror. On January 11th, 3 million people across Paris were involved in unity marches against terrorism. 40 world leaders linked arms and walked in front of the multitude to represent solidarity. Je suis Charlie, or I am Charlie, became France's rally cry to honor those murdered in the attack. The US is currently receiving criticism for not sending a high-profile government official to Paris to join the world leaders that did arrive to show their support. Although terrorists murdered a huge part of Charlie Hebdo in order to hush those against terror, these murders sparked an international fight against terrorism. It united France and the world for a better tomorrow. Keeping you updated on Jaguar News, this is Chris Reyes. Thank you.
Support My Club has helped South Mountain a lot this past year. In 2014, South Mountain received 156 items from Support My Club, totaling to $3,088.
After the break, we're bringing more about the new class students are taking
and 2 new teachers here on campus.
Yoga and fitness is a new class here at South Mountain. Amanda Salame brings you more on why yoga is important.
Mrs. Walden's yoga class started the day we got back from break, and since then she's had a full class. With 27 girls and only 3 guys, she teaches all the students different yoga poses and explains as to why yoga is important.
It's just been proven, if you look up yoga in schools, that students do better, have better test scores, are more less inclined for discipline problems, because they just learn coping skills.
Although the students may not have the right equipment and a permanent yoga studio, students feel the class helps with stress.
I feel that yoga makes me feel calm and it helps me relieve stress.
The yoga class is very stress-free. Like, I know that we have plenty of tests to take and whatnot, and it makes me feel that I can be free.
Yoga can release stress and get you fit, and like it's really fun. It's really fun. You get to know a lot of people too.
Yoga can help those of you who have the habit sitting jammed into desks and hunched over computers. They have class Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Fridays, and on Wednesday, they're in the classroom. If you would like to take yoga next school year, then make sure to talk to your counselor or just see Mrs. Walden in room 200. For Jaguar News, I'm Amanda Salome.
At the end of yoga, we say namaste. It means the light and goodness in me honors and respects the light and goodness in you. So thank you, Amanda, for this interview. Namaste.
Namaste. Reporter Arbrian Anderson welcomes the 2 new math teachers here at South.
Last semester, I student taught at Tempe High School. Getting to know how to work with freshmen and get involved in the school, see what you guys are all about, go to some games, things like that. So I'm just really looking forward to immersing myself into the culture here.
Last year I was the assistant principal at Coolidge High School for a year and a half, and then before that I taught math for 8 years for the Casa Grande School. I've really enjoyed being at South Mountain. The students are awesome and all of the teachers have been really supportive, so I enjoy being here. I'm really looking forward to getting to know all of my students and the teachers here and learning about these South Mountain traditions.
Tuition rates to pay for college in the United States is approximately $23,000 a year, a price many students cannot pay without some sort of assistance. Jose Contreras brings you more on how FAFSA can help you pay for college.
FAFSA, or Free Application for Student Aid, helps make college affordable for millions of students. From FAFSA, over $150 billion a year are distributed as loans, grants, and work-study opportunities each year. Student counselor Stephanie Clay explains how simple it is to fill out your FAFSA.
It's pretty self-explanatory. There's a lot of just instructions that go along with it, but you put in personal information, parents' income information. If students are working, they may have to share their information, and it tells you right away once you're done how much money they may qualify for.
According to Ms. Clay, the website is user-friendly and not as intimidating as one may think. However, when filling out your FAFSA, you do need your Social Security number and 2014 federal tax return form. This becomes a problem when parents hesitate on giving out their income information. Another problem students may come across is procrastination.
So if students wait too long, then there's less money that's available.
Resources are available for students that need help during the process. Besides going to their counselors, students are able to attend College Goal, an organization that holds workshops to help students fill out their FAFSA. Make sure to complete the application carefully and before the deadline. It could be the difference between having all your classes paid for or just your books. For Jaguar News, I'm Jose Contreras.
The boys and girls basketball team will be facing Cactus Shadow at the U.S. Airways Center. Here's your chance to get a free ride. South is offering you a ride on the Spirit Bus for the game against Cactus Shadow on Thursday, January 22nd. The bus will leave at South at 5:30 p.m. and return at 10 p.m. The girls' team plays at 6 p.m. and the boys play at 7:45 p.m. You must pick up a permission slip from Mr. Burkhardt in room 162 or from the bookstore. Your ticket on the bus will be your completed permission slip. It is first come, first served, so if you want the ride, it is advised to be at South on time. Although you are getting a free ride, you still have to pay for tickets. Tickets are $4 for students with an ID, $6 to $8 for general admission without ID, and $10 VIP seating around the court.
Do you have anything you don't need anymore? Give your donations to the track and cross country team. Jaguar News reporter Julie Gunther tells you why.
The track and cross country team are asking for donations. Saturday, January 24th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. they're having their first annual car wash and community yard sale.
This is the first time we ever do a car wash and a yard sale, so I'm really excited about this.
It's for faculty, students, staff, if they could donate different items for us to raise money so that the track team, the cross-country team, we're able to get the equipment we need, we're able to buy the uniforms, pay fees to enter in some of our events.
If you want to support and give them donations, you can call 63901 or you can talk to Coach Evans. Reporting for Jaguar News, I'm Julie Ginter.
In December, a court ruling declared that as of December 22, 2014, Dreamers in Arizona who received work permits through President Obama's 2014 Deferred Action Program, DACA, can now apply for driver's license. The Deferred Action Program allowed certain individuals who came to the United States as children who meet specific requirements to request consideration of deferred action. 2 students at South, both seniors, are looking forward to finally receiving their licenses after sharing the same fear.
Getting a license basically means to me, it means a lot actually. It means that I could get places without having to worry about being stopped and getting into bigger trouble than anybody else with the license would get into.
I won't be in fear of getting pulled over anymore, and now that the licenses are available, I can drive to my job, and it won't be a hassle of having to ride the bus.
Being a DACA individual not only allowed you of consideration of deferred action for a period of time, but also allowed you to be eligible for a work authorization. Working but not having a license did not stop Mitzi, but now things could get easier.
It does matter that I am able to get my license now, because that way I won't be so paranoid about always having to look over my shoulder.
Getting a license could now open many doors for different individuals such as Carlos. What doors will open now for you as a result of this decision?
The card. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, I would be able to get to my job easier again, and I'd say it'd just be better just having my own freedom now. I don't have to rely on my parents.
When asked what getting a license meant to them, this is what they had to say.
To some, it's just a license, so it's whatever. Some people already drive without one, but to me, it's like one step closer to being actually like legal to the state, not only to the state, but to the whole country.
It means that I'm able to do more activities than just stay at home, or like, oh, Mom, can you go drop me off here? Oh, Dad, can you take me there? Now I'm able to just have a car and drive to where I want to be.
Expect to see more drivers on the road. Reporting for Jaguar News, I'm Ramina Cepeda.
Here are some South Mountain students with their New Year's resolutions.
New Year's resolution is to stay fit.
Well, my New Year's resolution is to win that Grammy, homie, for my mixtape I just released out in December. Yeah, go cop that. It's on iTunes. You already know.
Hey, yo, my New Year resolution is to download Marco's mixtape. I'm ready for that. It's gonna go hard. I know that. My homie.
I don't believe in New Year's resolutions because every day is a new day. I don't need a new year to define who I am, today or tomorrow.
That's it for this week's edition of Jaguar News.
Here we leave you with footage of the dedication of Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Goodbye.
And it's important to note that what he did for all of us.
To have a street that we could remember every day, this great man's legacy of.
Dear Dr. King, thank you for doing everything you did for us.